Hey, hello YouTube. Welcome to an Excel tip today. So wanted to do a quick video on a productivity tip that I use quite a bit. So the goal here is anytime, if you work on a team of people and you need to kind of quickly crank out some kind of a work that you need to do, maybe it's a multi-step process, something like that. And you just need a basic way to divide work among a group of people and assign it to them and have people track their progress on it. One way to do that I use quite a bit is in Excel to use conditional formatting to kind of track your progress. So just one. So in this video, we'll kind of do a quick walkthrough of how to do that. Of course, there's tons of other methods, but this is a quick and dirty one that I use quite a bit, and I like it. So to start out with, let's look at the scenario. So let's say, for the sake of this example, that you're a member of a team, and your team, for some reason, you review documents. Right, so people submit documents to your team. Maybe they're proposals for some kind of a business thing you're doing or something like that. But the proposals come into your team, and then once your team receives those proposals, you review them, you submit feedback on them. Maybe you find errors or things that need to be fixed or improved about the proposals, things like that. And then you send feedback to the person who sends the proposal to you. Right, so you take whatever the content is, you review it, and then you give your feedback saying, yeah, this is right, this is wrong, things like that. And then once you're done, you say, all right, here's a proposal we received, and then you mark it as reviewed in some kind of a maybe a document management system, something like that. But that's the overall workflow: is you receive a proposal, your team reviews it, and marks it as reviewed. Now, how does Excel come to this? So let's say you get an urgent deadline that comes into your business. Maybe it's Thursday afternoon, and somebody has said, "Hey, we need to review these 20 proposals by the end of the day." And right. So how can you do that quickly, and how can you split that work up among your team? So for the sake of this scenario, we'll say we have 4 teammates, and we want to split the work up. So one way to do that here is to kind of say, here's all the proposals that I'm tracking. So let's say I have 20 proposals. And for each of these, you can assign it to a person, and then you can track here the status of each of the steps in your workflow. So is the content reviewed? Yes or no for this proposal? Has the communication been sent out and the feedback been sent out? Yes or no? And has the proposal been marked as reviewed in your system? All right, so it's a multi-step workflow here, and basically you just need to kind of go down through each of these proposals and have somebody do each of these steps and check them off the list. So for the sake of example, let's say to split up the work evenly, you say Sarah is going to get items 1 through 5, Bob's going to get 6 through 10, Joe's going to get 11 through 15, and Jane's going to get 16 through 20. All right, so now the work is evenly divided among your different team members. And to start off with, since you're just starting from scratch here, none of the content has been reviewed yet, no communications have been sent, and none of the reviews have been marked as completed yet. All right, so now you have here are all of your proposals, here's who each proposal is assigned to, and here's the status of all the items. Now you can take this, and then you can apply some conditional formatting to make this very easy to see the status of your work overall. So you can come in here, we go to conditional formatting. The one I use a lot is if you go to highlight cell rules, you say equal to. Now you can say if the value in the cell is equal to no, then so the cell value is equal to no, I want to format this with a red text. So if you do that to start. So now this tells us for each of our steps here, these are not done. Red is not good, generally speaking, so right. it gives you that info. So that covers that. So what if you have this one is done? Well, that messes up the conditional formatting, or it's blank, it's not going to show up. So you want to have some way to handle those. So you can do the same thing here. Go to conditional formatting, add a highlight cell rule for items equal to, and you can say if your item is equal to yes. So if the item is done, you can mark it as green. Another one I'll do a lot is if it's the cell value is equal to in progress, mark it as yellow. And then you can kind of come in through here and you can see as things go on. So maybe Sarah's finished reviewing content on these two. This one's in progress. Bob's sent out communications and he's doing one at a time here. He's finished these up. Joe's done a couple. Jane's done a few and finished one of them up. Things like that. So using conditional formatting here, you can get a really quick bird's eye view of what's the overall progress on this large task, right? So I have 20 proposals and I have 3 steps I need to complete for each proposal. So that's 60 little tasks that need to be completed overall. And so if people use this to kind of keep track of their work as they go along, you can get a quick view of like what percentage of the work is done. Maybe it's 10, 15, 20% is done at this point. But as things progress along, you can kind of see how things develop. The other point to note is, so once you have this set up, you can just bang this out really quick, and then you go to share, copy a link to it, and then you can get this link and you can copy this to whoever you want to collaborate with on this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So in general, I would definitely recommend using a more formal project management tool for tracking these kinds of workflows and things like that. But for something quick like this, where you just need the ability to quickly collaborate with some coworkers on something, and you don't need anything fancy, but you just need to track progress temporarily on something, this could be a nice tool for that. So that's all. Thanks, and see you later.